What is going on, guys? It's your boy Tor. We're back for another video. Today we're doing a squad 6 tier list video where we basically take all the Byakuas, all the Renjis, and then I guess we're also going to be putting in Ginrei and Koga since they were at some point in the series in squad 6. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this. This is something that I actually have been working on, and I worked on stream with you guys, or a few of you guys. I have a stream on my channel. I'll have a link in the description so you guys can see kind of what made us decide on going with this tier list. You know, I tried to stay away from bias as much as I could, and I feel like this came out to be a really good one. It's probably the best tier list so far, and because of this, I actually really like the idea of streaming once a week and kind of making a tier list. So guys, if you're interested in this, you know, not just watching these videos, but being a part of kind of where we select these characters and where we put them, we're going to be doing streams every Friday. I believe Friday's the day. So be around for those streams, and yeah, looking forward to you know, chit-chatting with you guys and discussing these characters. But with that said, we're gonna go ahead and get right into it and go from D tier up to S tier. So let's get to it. For the D tier, we've got characters that are at this point in the game are really just not good anymore. They're not good at all whatsoever when it comes to playing, using them in the game and gameplay. And not just that, but also as links. They're just hot garbage all across the board. And I mean, if you notice, a lot of these are characters they're all actually from year 1. So makes a lot of sense. You've got Swimsuit Renji, Free Renji. You know, Free Renji, it was debatable, man. We were either going with a D tier or we were literally gonna make an S plus tier. So we were just kind of debating. I think we all came to the conclusion that he's gonna stay in D tier. And then of course, OG Biaquia, Swimsuit Biaquia, and New Year's Biaquia. Funny little side note is that these 3 here have Frenzy and Bombardment. I was thinking, dude, it like brought up the conversation of, dude, I think these are the only characters that have that combination, right? Frenzy and Bombardment. There might be others, but these are the 3 that I know of. And funny enough, the most recent character that came out with both of those and is a good character is the new anniversary Biaquia. So maybe they were trying to hint at something way back when these characters got resurrected. But anyways, that's D tier. Now we're going on to C tier. These characters, for the most part, what they are is at least either semi-usable in the game or good links. And so across the board, if you look at these units, a few that stand out are like the Lost Agent Renji. He's a normal attack damage 25 and DR of minus 12%. And then you've also got Tag Team Biaquia with a strong attack recharge and strong attack damage increase as a soul trait. So one of the best soul traits in the game. And same with Frenzy Biaquia, which is really, really good. You've also got the Speed Koga, which is 12 recharge time with 24% extra damage at low stamina. So that's a really good link, and he's actually pretty recent. So we've got him there. And then the rest, again, semi-usable and could potentially be even better, like with this TLA Biaquia. He's pretty trash, but at the end of the day, he is 25 strong attack damage. He could also be, you know, the 2nd anniversary tier type of soul trait, right? So anyways, so that's kind of what we're looking at. And now we're moving on to B tier. These are the characters that we decided to go with B tier. We went ahead and put in 1000-Year Blood War Biaquia. Unfortunately, this one hurt to put him there, but I think we all kind of came to the conclusion, right when we were on stream, we all kind of came to the conclusion that unfortunately he's just not that good. We even took him out on a test run, and my goodness, that was hot garbage. Like, he's just not good, man, and it's sad. It's sad to say, really, it is. But anyways, he's B tier. He doesn't have Frenzy. He has Bombardment. That's like his standout skill, but other than that, he literally has pretty shit stats because he has like 680 attack and like 680 SP. They really just shafted this character. He was pretty bad from the day he dropped. Koga, Tag Team Koga is a good DR link. He's got Frenzy. He's slightly better than 1000-Year Blood War in my opinion. He doesn't have the best kit, but he's gonna deal more damage than Biaquia, and he's a better link. So yeah, had to put him there. And just right above him, we actually ended up putting this Renji here as a B plus unit. After this tier list, we'll probably get a tier list that'll have A plus and also F tier. But for this one, we decided to put Renji here. He's a decent character. Like, comparing him to these two down here, he's actually usable, right? You can still use him. Actually, back when Guild Quest, the first round of Guild Quest, he was actually pretty decent as a side unit. He has a first beam, a second is one that surrounds him, which has pretty decent range, and then third is full screen. Yeah, he's a decent unit at the very least. And then moving on from there, we've got A tier. These are characters that, man, this is where I actually kind of disagreed with the chat. CS Byakuya, I actually 100% agree, and I like him here. I think this Biaquia is pretty good. I think he's kind of overlooked. He has Frenzy with a first lunge attack. Second is like Kisuke's second strong attack, which is a really good like nuke attack on bosses for like epic raids. He's really good. And his third is a full screen. He's pretty good all across the board. He inflicts paralysis, and I just think he's really, really good. This Kid Biaquia, on the other hand, I personally would have dropped him B, potentially even lower at C+. He has no affiliation killer, but you know, he has a decent kit. That's the problem, right? He has a decent kit. And all in all, though, he's all right. He's all right. And then from there, we ended up going with one tier above A, but not necessarily an S. And that's going to be these three characters right here. We've got ourselves Tag Team Renji, which is an absolute monster of a character, and honestly potentially could be in like the most underrated characters in the game. I've overlooked this unit for a long time, and he's just really, really good all across the board. Outside of his first strong attack being a little iffy, right? It's still not bad, but it's just definitely not better than like some of these other characters. But you know, all in all, across the board, outside of like that first, like I mentioned, he is an absolute beast of a character. He has a wrong card with Hollow Killer. He has Frenzy. His first gets a really large AoE in front of him. His third is it's not a lunge attack, a charge attack, I meant to say. And it hits hard, man. It hits hard. Like I said, double killer, so he's gonna have killer a lot of the times. Yeah, he's a beast. He's a really, really good character. In my opinion, A+ is a good spot for him. And then 1000 Year Blood War Renji. It's funny, we also had a funny moment on stream where it's just these two are very similar. There's really not that big of a difference, and you could even argue that Tag Team Renji is slightly better, but I still prefer 1000 Year Blood War Renji. He has an absolute beautiful kit. I love his kit. I have no problem with it whatsoever. I feel like the animations to the usability to the output of damage, I feel like they're just absolutely great. An awesome unit that I definitely think is a little underrated. Renjis in general are a little underrated, at least the higher tier ones like these two. And then next up, we've got the only Ginrei in the game. This Ginrei is actually really, really good, and you know, rightfully so. I mean, when you have Flurry and you're a ranged unit, you're already kind of like in a class of your own. Like you're unique in that aspect, because there's only like 3 of characters that have ranged Flurry attacks. Or normal attack. So yeah, pretty good character. He also has a 20 DR link, so on top of being pretty decent because of his kit and his skills, he also does have a 20 DR link, which makes him an absolute perfect link for like Jugram, for example, in PvP. So an awesome unit. I also forgot to mention he has a Hollow Killer, so really good in that regard. Yeah, pure monster. Like the only reason he's not really talked about more, there's just more options in the power attribute, and when you have other characters that are in that attribute, Ginrei's like he's always going to be second thought, right? Like the other characters that are in that attribute are always going to be the first ones that you're going to go with, because Ginrei is just a minor character in my opinion. But anyways, that's basically the A+ tier. I think these characters are absolute monsters. But now we move on to the final S tier, and these 3 are the best of the best, and I think I'm really happy with this tier list. I feel like they just finish off the tier list perfectly. So Spirit Society Biaquia, not much to say other than just perfect kit. He has the perfect kit for damage output, just and usability in the game, and all in all, it's just an absolute perfect kit. First of a beam, second gets a huge AoE in front of him, third is a full screen. He has Havoc, so not just a full screen, but an increased, enhanced full screen. Beast of a character, man. There's just not much more to say other than that. I think all of us in the community have, praised him enough, and he's just that good. Next up, you've got Anniversary Biaquia, which I personally, dude, honestly, after seeing multiple videos of him and actually finally using him here and there on Jen's account, because unfortunately I didn't pull him, he's an absolute monster of a unit, dude. And not just that, but he is just so much fun. Like, one thing I can think of, like the first thing that pops on my in my mind when I play or use this Byakuya is just he's an absolute fun unit to play with. Just so good, fun, and he has like an insane like set of skills, like sharpshooter to havoc to you know, frenzy to berserker of 40% with bombardment. Like, he has it all. He really does have it all. Outside of maybe like a status ailment, he really is just the complete package. He's fun. He's a lot of fun too. So yeah, we were putting him there as well. And then Koga, to end it all off, he's an absolute monster. You guys all know he has the same kit as Spirit Society Biaquia. Actually, not the same kit. He has arguably a better third, actually, because his third does get, you know, everything in front of him, which actually, now that I mention it, yeah, this Koga, I totally forgot he does have a different third, and it's probably better because, again, for autoing purposes, that's actually something you'll prefer compared to a full screen. But all in all, I think this tier list is the best we've done so far. I honestly feel like it's good all across the board. You know, if you have any difference in opinion, I have a stream up on my channel. I'll have a link in the description, like I had mentioned. If you want to see why, to the reasonings as to why we put characters where we put them, go check it out. You know, it was a team effort. It wasn't just me. It was me, Jennifer, and Stream. So go check it out if you want to find out why we ended up putting them where we put them. But honestly, again, very happy with this tier list. This was a fun little experiment, and I think I'm going to continue it, like I mentioned, with streaming like a day or so before. Yeah, I think we're going to make this a consistent trend. Next time we might have to do squad 1. I don't know. We're probably gonna do all squads. Although, unfortunately, we've already done like a couple of them. Like, I think we did. Yeah, we did Shunsui. We did Toshiro. Yeah, so we've done a few of the squads already. But yeah, other than that, though, that's basically it. Let me know what you guys think down below. What are your thoughts on this list? Where would you change some things? And other than that, man, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one. I'll have a link in the description to a video that I uploaded earlier in the day. The biggest thing that we're overlooking about this 5th anniversary. Go check it out if you're interested. But with that said, thank you all so much for watching, guys. Appreciate you, and see you guys in the next one.